is Loenya was allocated 650 million, but on the ground, the construction has not been done. Who knows? Lico must have also received the new money for the upgrade. The 60 lira, when I went for a meeting, when Loenya was projected as a health secretary, DHO was in it, in that meeting, and also other members. I was shocked. So, we don't know. Maybe the people of Maracha, there was another money sent for the upgrade of Lico. That one of Loenya, 650 million, was eaten. We don't know. Members, if documents were, if the council, it is council who appropriates funds. The law is very clear. We are coming to approve budget. Can you do something outside the budget? What are you following? Are you political leaders? Are you for the population of Maracha? I still believe that the man of Loenya, 650 million was eaten. Perhaps ministry also allocated for us another money for upgrade of Lico, which was done. Let this matter be investigated. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. The information was to me.
Mr. Speaker and the other staffs,
Can we listen to her? Proceed.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, I want to add because she mentioned our names. Mr. Speaker, I clearly explained in the last council that I was executive member by then. We never discussed an issue about the Loenya, but I posed the question to an officer who was sitting in the DHO's office that how comes that we are going to approve Lico without we are going to construct Lico without the council's approval? The statement that was given to me was that Lico's name came direct from ministry. So, Mr. Speaker, can we now request that document which shows that Lico must be constructed from ministry as we shall be going to the ministry? Can we have our copy here and then we move with it? Never tell. The person is not in the house. I'm looking around, I'm not seeing the face. But the current, the person still sits in DHO's office. We discussed that issue outside. So can we request, I can mention the name but not here in the council.
Let them be arrested.
I will mention you the name outside. Can we request that document without fear or favor? I will be able to tell.
Let us have a procedure.
Yes. That is my stand, that we never approved such a document in the executive, but we informed that that was a letter from
Thank you very much.
I see people over inform me. I don't know whom they are informing now. Otherwise, I agree with my honorable Minister of Health. I have not even deviated from what you have said. Investigations can go ahead. But my humble request from the council, can we write to the ministry, declaring to the ministry that Loenya is not a health center 3, it is a health center 2. Now, what happened with the Loenya money, whether Lico was constructed out of that or is different money, is to be investigated. That is my submission. Am I far from the statement?
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I hope you're finished.
Yeah.
Members, I wanted a recommendation like those others have given. You're all talking the same cry. Give us information, another recommendation. What should be done? Yes, you are the. I want you to put here statement clear. You are the one who started this issue. I'm giving this because of that.
And then the cause for the room to be hot. Thank you. Mr. Speaker, why the council is torn apart is because of the responses, which is not favoring the council from the technical side. Mr. Speaker, there is a word that says, when you defecate under the water, automatically it comes up. Mr. Speaker, I could even mention those who went direct to the ministry, but I don't want to expose. Mr. Speaker, what I wanted to say is, if the DTO could explain clearly to the council, why can't we forgive each other and the look for another money for lawyer? We know mistakes are already done. Eh? Even from the bottom of some people, they are saying, you people, you are wasting your time. And they think you are wasting our time as the council. Eh? But only they only can for zero and agro. But my family could because in Maracha. We all work for the same district.
Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, Bama for one responses, we work in unity. Thank you.
So our rules of procedure says, on one item, if you have spoken, you don't come up again. That's why I was refusing for the Honorable Ligo and Alikwa. The rule says if you have spoken on one item, you don't repeat, but you may explain something. Yes, Ajira?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Speaker. I think my submission in this matter is that truly, Lonya's issue is at a break-even point. I would just propose that in the previous council sitting, we had said that our special council should be within 2 weeks' time. The date was not specific, and it took long. Up to now, the date has not been communicated. I would just say that your office should communicate for us right now a date for us to have this special council. Otherwise, if this is not communicated, as a council members, we shall propose a date, then we submit to your office so that we have our special council sit about this matter. Otherwise, other things concerning reconciliation, they will be in that city. We have a lot of things to discuss here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm moving now. Now that we are given clues to the COW's office, to the chairman LC5's office, we have given clues. I'm directing that the same should bring us a report within 1 month. I'm giving 1 month to give us a report. No, this is a financial year, but we shall sit without money or money. So I'm giving 1 month for this case to be put off. My chairman, LC5, I've directed that there should be another report. There was a mistake, a wrong investigation was done. Now this time, clues are given. Begin from the ministry, or you begin from here. You find what went wrong and report to this council. Thank you. In 1 month's time. Clerk, proceed.
Chair, still some people standing.
After you,
There's already ruled it.
Okay. Yeah. We have disposed number 2. We are remaining with number 1 and 3. I thought they were very, very informative. Unless the other issue of hearing my practice.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. She will come with that. My concern is in number letter delivered by Madam America to withdraw from local government public accounts committee.
Can we listen, please?
The way forward here, actually the action taken here is that Madam America has already resigned formally. And the way forward is that formal motion be moved in the council to approve Madam Adiru as a member of the district council service commission. Yes, that was what we actually expected. But now my concern to executives, you are again also bringing us backwards. We were expecting you, because here Madam Adiru Milka is leaving a gap. has left a gap. We're expecting you to come up with a replacement, which is not written here. That's why I'm raising it. Yes. If it was written here that replacement has been got, then I would not raise my concern. You are misleading us, that's why.
Honorable, you're right. Otherwise, this will recommend her for that, not move the motion here directly. Thank you very much. Lastly,
Mr. Speaker, I think I requested for clarification from page 7 of the previous minute.
number 5.
Number 5, that
Yes.
the list of schools and teachers who applied as invigilators, supervisors and transporters but did not manage PLE well should be blacklisted. Mr. Speaker, I'm aware one of the schools where there was complaint during PLE was Orukan Primary and Ombenyiri. Since now here they are saying that the list of the schools and the teachers be blacklisted. The clarification I was expecting from maybe the Secretary of Social Services, whether this ban will apply to all the teachers in those schools or it will only be the teachers who were affected. I beg to.
Thank you. So, Secretary, Social Services.
Yeah, thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, and my dear colleague. I think there must be some error there. As far as I know, and as far as our recommendation at that time is concerned, we did not blacklist schools. We only zeroed on individuals who made error. You are aware, PLE is a national examination which is not supposed to be tampered with. But because they did not do their work right, and the committee deemed it necessary to have them blacklisted so that they don't participate in any exercise of national examination. But saying that schools have been blacklisted, that's not really the case. I now humbly appeal that we need to change the narrative here in the minutes so that it is only the teachers who messed up PLE processes around that time. I submit.
Thank you. I hope you are now clarified.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Any other issue again? Proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Amkol Boykin, DNC representing the Town Council. Mine is on the item number 1. It's a kind of clarification concerning the issue of selection of the names of people who are going to represent the Oliver 6 and the Maracha SS. It seems some of these names are being selected without the notice of Committee of Social Services. I'm trying to request the Social Services Commission.
Are you a member of Social Service Committee?
Yes, that's why I'm doing so. I'm trying to request whether there is a certain extra period for that selection which was done. And also there is some issue on the whatever clarification of the some request on page I'm trying to get.
What's the document are you using?
Okay, minute, the correct action, the minute which was for last council. Mr. Let us say honorable member of Kizomoro, that is the Monk and Grissom, requested that there are some projects which are being, the one for Latin which has been transferred, which is from Kizomoro Health Center 4, Health Center 3 to the district. He asked, when will when will the such project be replaced back? Because some of the projects which are coming to the district like this, and when new other funds are coming, some priority will not be taken back.
That's why we're here.
Of course, I see no answers which was given back that time.
We're for budget.
Thank you.
I thought the action paper is asking for money, and we only agree on the there is a very serious issue waiting for us. That's why we're here. You answer it.
Yes.
Please do so.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker and August House. One thing is I also want to blame us. as committee members, when we agree in our meetings and then we come to disagree, it shows our weakness. That is one. Then two, when you are a committee member and you fail to come to committee, it shows also your personal weakness. Therefore, this is a matter which was resolved by the committee of social services.
Thank you. Like you were following the items.
Information?
Who?
I'd like to inform my colleague.
He's seated.
That is bad. The last one now. I want you to read all the action paper. Anything on action paper.
Mr. Speaker and the Agatha, I have one concern here, that is about the creation of the municipality. In the then council, it was ruled by the speaker that the issue will be discussed in the next council, which is today. But on my surprise,
Wait.
on the action paper, it is
You
not
wait
there.
for it. It's still coming. Yes. Clerk, can we proceed? We are moving on here. Let us proceed. The water should cool you. I cannot hear you. We have received the action paper. Vote number.
We are moving to item number 5. 5A, motion seeking to present the district executive committee report.
Motion to receive the executive committee report.
Mr. Speaker, sir, and August House, my name is Asia Bosco. I am the lead of government business. Moving a motion second to present the district executive committee report.
Thank you. Secondment. Secretary, Social Services.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Dale Madiki, Secretary Social Services. I support the motion.
Proceed.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, sir, the issues arising, one is the issue of creation of Abuja municipality. Particulars of the issue, the creation of Abuja municipality was proposed by combining Nagai Town Council, Abuja Town Council, and the Okokoro Town Council. The DEC recommendation is the technical feasibility studies was carried and the report submitted is as follows. Mr. Speaker, this is a report from Technical Committee on Creation of Abuja Municipality. The introduction is this technical report provides information towards the proposed creation of Abuja Municipality Council arising from a desire from the community to merge the Tere Town Council of Abuja Agai Town Council and Okokoro, whereby the Chief Administrative Officer was requested to constitute a technical committee to put together facts on the ground for consideration of the proposed entity. Legal framework for creation of municipalities in Uganda. In Uganda, Article 179, Clause 4 of the Constitution, 1995 of the Republic of Uganda, as amended, and Local Government Act, CAP 243, as amended, provide for altering the boundaries or creating new administrative units based on necessity for effective administration and bringing services nearer to the people of Uganda. Section 7 of the Local Government Act kept 138 subsection 6 provides for municipality council. Regulation 33 of the Local Government Act regulation Schedule 2 further provides minimum conditions for the creation of municipal council as explained below. A population of over 100,000 inhabitants. Any area's financial capacity to meet its cost of service delivery. Availability of offices. Any approved master plan for land use. Available water source to capacity. Population statistics. Category, word, cell, and population. They are reflected here. I want to believe you people have the document.
Yes.
For Vujo, we have 3 words, 13 cells, and a population of 8,488. Again, Town Council, 3 words, cells 30, and a population of 10,186. Okokoro TC, also 3 words, 40 cells, and also the population of 15. And then the total words are 9, total cells are 83, and the population of 34,518. Sources of water atlas 2025 derived from the recent U-Boat statistics. Now revenue sources potential for the 3 years from the year 2022 stock 2023 to 2024 stock 2025. Name of entity, actual local raised revenue collected, central government fund for financial year and the total. They have been reflected for financial year 2023 for Vujo. It is there. It is 17 million. You can see there. And then for Agai, for 2022 stock 3, it is 13 million, it is also reflected there. Kokoro is 11 million, also reflected there. For the same financial year 2023 stock 2024, for Vujo is 70 million, the others are there. Agai 21, and the Kokoro 9. 24 stock 25, they are also reflected there. And the conditional grant, non-wage recurrent is also there, and development grant. The total are reflected there. Average local revenue is 40 million, which is reflected, and the 176,090 shillings. The source is IRS and the audited financial statement. Office infrastructure. It is a requirement that basic office infrastructure is available on a sizable piece of land for future expansion within an urban neighborhood. The Town Council have 4 main office blocks, several unit staff quarters, 3 council halls, and a board room attached. Approved master plan. The proposed area has no fiscal master plan for land use as required by section 31 subsection 1B of the Local Government Act, which is cardinal. Availability of water capacity. Water and sanitation situation catchment area. Access to safer water for domestic use in the proposed Mega Town Council Water Atlas. This, the sub-county or town council Agai's population is reflected there. Population served is also reflected. Access to safe water is also reflected in percentage, and functionability is also reflected there. The total are all there. The source is also Water Atlas 2025 derived from the recent U-Boat statistics. Conclusion. For various reasons, the technical committee was unable to give an opinion. The district council should use these facts and figures to make appropriate decision. I also had the other document which reflected the like I don't know where it is here. It reflected the number of staff that could be employed in the process. I think those of you who are holding the other document could be with you here. This is a brief that I have, and the responsible officer is the Secretary of Finance Planning and the Administration. That is the other document. If I will get it, I will supplement as I continue. Issue 2, replacement of members of District Service Commission. The particulars of the issues. The District Service Commission now has only 3 members, while the term of office of 2 members expired. Madam Tiakor Juliet was previously nominated to represent urban councils, but due to absence of the minutes of the urban council, she was not approved by the ministry. She will now be a member of District Service Commission to represent the women. Madam Adiri Milika was nominated by the Executive Committee of Urban Council to represent urban councils, but was not approved in the last council due to failure to tenure resignation as a member of the Local Government Public Accounts Committee. Ms. Adiru Milika has now submitted formal resignation letter and can now be appointed to District Service Commission. The deck recommendation is Madam Tiakor Juliet be appointed to the District Service Commission to represent the women, while Madam Adiru Milika be appointed to District Service Commission to represent the Urban Council. The responsible officer is the Secretary of Finance Planning and the Administration. Issue number 3, replacement of a member of Local Government Public Accounts Committee. Particulars of the issue. After resignation of Madam Adiru Milika from the Local Government Public Accounts Committee, 1 vacancy exists to represent the Urban Council. The recommendation, Mr. Angurni Jackson from Obujo Town Council be appointed as a replacement to represent the Urban Council in the Local Government Public Account Committee. This is also based on a recommendation from the Urban Council. The responsible officer is Secretary, Finance and Administration. Resolution 4 is the council representative to the board, to the school board. The term of office of representative of the council to Maracha Secondary School expired and needs replacement. The recommendation is the Honorable Amazi Sarah be reappointed to represent the council to Maracha District, to Maracha SES. This has been a collective consultation with the Line Secretary Committee Chairperson to DEC. The responsible officer is the Secretary of Social Services. Resolution 5 is progress on investigation of Lonya. I think this has been handled. We can leave that one there. Resolution now 6, the non-payment of acting LC3 chairpersons. In the Tiriloa local government of Tara, Oleba Town Council and Obiba, the LC3 chairpersons are acting and no payment given to them. Council should consider paying the LC3 chairpersons some remunerations. The recommendation is the Chief Administrative Officer should write to the Solicitor General to seek advice to replace the LC3 chairpersons, to place the LC3 chairpersons on the salary. The responsible officer is the Secretary of Finance Planning and Administration. Resolution 7, registration of local and urban authorities development trust. The particulars of the issue is the local and the urban government development trust is formed by Uganda Local Government Association, ULIGA, and the Urban Authorities Association of Uganda, UAAU. Requirements: 1, Council to resolve whether to become a member of UAAU and ULIGA. 2, If the council is willing to join, the trust fund should be ready to commit to pay subscription. Third, the council should nominate a focal point person, and the council has readily identified this person if this is going to be okay. The debt recommendation council should resolve that Maracha district become a member of local and urban government development trust. The responsible officer is the Secretary of Finance, Planning and Administration. Resolution 8. Girls latin collapse at Chukiri Primary School. There is an emergency where the Latin for girls of Chukiri Primary School collapsed this week. The school has no Latin for the girls now. The deck recommendation is the Latin plan for SMI P7 for financial year 2025/6 be relocated to Chukiri to arrest the situation. The responsible officer is the Secretary of Social Services. Resolution number 9. Schools to renovate under rehabilitation grant. The IPFs for school rehabilitation grant for financial year 2025/2006 dropped to ceilings 592 million. Part of the money of Ugandan shilling 303 million will be used to pay debt to contractors for financial year 2024/2025 arising from extra works. Deducting 5% investment service cost, total to shillings 29.6 million, and 5% contingents, which is shilling is also 29.6 million. The balance for renovation is Ugandan shilling 229.8 million. Taking into consideration that the order of P7 was prioritized for renovation at the ceilings, at Ugandan shillings 150 million, the balance of ceiling 79.80 million is left for one more school yet to be identified. The recommendation ought to be prioritized at 150 million. The recommendation to propose secondary school. P7.
Propose second.
Second school is a level P7 at the 79.D school. The responsible officer is Secretary for Social Services. The committee will give a lot of clarification when it comes to this. Resolution number 10. I want to appeal to you that this has not been captured, but it is here in my document. It is one of the issues that reach late after. One is you peacefully consider it. Resolution 10, establishment of radio station by Muslim community. Particulars of the issues is second blessing for proposed radio station for evangelization, program of government, promoting government program and the local revenue sources of local government. Now, the deck recommendation is blessing be granted as required by the funder. The funder is a tech organization who want to build a radio station in the name of the Muslim community. You know the radio station does not discriminate. It is only the name. Any of us will use. The responsible officer is the Secretary of Finance and the Administration. So this is a great omission that has not fitted here. I want to put this to your consideration. It is one of the issues that reach our desk very, very late, but it is very important this be brought to your attention. I beg to submit.
Thank you.
Item 5B, motion seeking to discuss District Executive Committee report.
Motion to discuss Executive Committee report. Motion. Leader of Government Business.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I remain as your possible the leader of government business, moving a motion second to discuss District Executive Committee report. I beg to submit.
Secondment. Secretary, Production.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I second the motion.
Thank you. Honorable members, there are 10 items here. We shall take them one by one. Let me be clear. Item number 1, for creation of Joe municipality, we shall refer this to competent committee to look into and then bring their report recommendations back to us. Okay. We are referring this to the competent committee to look at. It has not reached a committee. Which committee? Finance committee. Administration.
Mr. Speaker, procedurally,
Somebody wanted to talk.
the issue has already come to the council.
Has it gone to committee?
The committee that was delegated to undertake this has already brought our attention.
Council committee.
Mr. Speaker, there is no another committee. This is the executive committee that has already
Information,
brought
Mr.
it
Speaker.
here.
Information.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. True, this issue was referred to relevant committee, that is the finance and administration. We wrote to CAO to generate this report. CAO has done its part. The report just came to our notice this morning. We could not send it to the relevant committee of finance and administration. I think if the speaker says it should first start from there, I think I don't see any problem with it. Unless council says, yes, DEC has received it on behalf of the committee, it can be discussed. That is the guide, the information I would like to put.
Usually it is the committee who will do things thoroughly and they take to council for blessing. So that was, in my opinion, it should be sent to the Committee of Finance and the Administration to feed us properly. But if we say we are ready to discuss it, I will do so otherwise.
This issue is a time frame. Mr. Speaker, this issue is about the time. It is not an issue, it is a matter of urgent public attention. It is embedded in our rule of procedure, rule 30. It is time bound. It is better the council discuss so that the people know the fate of this council.
We were expecting their recommendation, which recommendation from them is not there. This document, as per the statement, has just been received, which means this document was not presented to the committee. The committee has not discussed. Even me, with my double eyes, I disown this committee, rather this minute here. This record here shows, if you look at those who have signed, in attendance, there I don't know how many people are there, but only 3 people have signed. How authentic is this document? This is incomplete, total rubbish. I don't want to.
Honorable member,
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I respect that request. I want to withdraw that statement. But really, I am also very serious that this issue of municipality must be discussed. But let us follow the procedures. These are not the right procedures. Really, as if somebody is pushing you, do it, do it, do it. We are not ready to do it the way you are expecting, you people. Eh? If the executive are fearing, maybe because they are going to lose, this is not an issue that we should not have. Even me, in the social media, people are saying recently, Pakwati, something, somewhere has been approved, that kind of thing. Even me in the district, I have not received any document which is saying we should not go ahead in bringing on the board. So many other administrative units have not received that. But what I received from the president is that has been blocked. So why should we hurry in Uganda? Particularly Maracha, why are we hurrying? So they will give this thing, but let us follow the rightful procedures. For me, I want the municipality, but let us follow procedure. But where the procedures fail, for me, I will also withdraw. Let us do things in the rightful manner.
Thank you. Thank you, because I said that because this committee is not our council committee. This was a committee selected from different departments. So the committee we're referring to our only committee. Our standing committees are part of this council. They are there to eye on things thoroughly and then bring to council, their recommendation to council. So it is in order that this item be referred to the committee of administration and finance. Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, I was the move of the motion. Maybe before you depart, you allow me to make a submission.
Please, our rule, don't take us back. Yeah. Any other thing? There are so many items here. Yeah.
Mr. Speaker.
Number one, done away with.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, I don't know. I don't know whether it is within the rule that the move of the motion is terrace like it is. Somebody move the motion before gives a feedback, you just terrace like it is. Mr. Speaker, you can clearly look at the order paper. And if you have been keenly following this order paper, the number of recommendations that has come through the executive. Why other committees did not see?
Order. Order.
Mr. Speaker, is it in order when an item is ruled out and then again a member comes on floor and then starts debating it? Is it in order?
No.
When it is ruled by the Speaker?
Particularly when it is the leader of government. Proceed.
Mr. Speaker, I am not out of order completely. Remember, this document, when it came to the council, I was the move of the motion. I know the proceeding of this council. And my humble appeal to you is the civil recommendation that has come. Some of the recommendations will even come to social service committee. The deck has brought them here.
Yes,
I want to see whether you are going to debate upon them here. Because they have not reached the committee. Yes, I see.
Order. We are not ruling this all out. We are now going to number 2, 3, 4, like that. Yes. Number 1, we have deposed the yes.
Please. I wanted to say, is it in order for the mover of motion to again also explain the same thing? When he had already moved the motion, he has even highlighted, we already properly briefed. Where are you taking us? I have never seen the river going to and from, to and
You are only interested.
Please. Order. Somebody is up. Proceed.
Mr. Speaker, can I inquire how many times do we defer a document? And I
because the people are the ones here in the meetings.
This is the second time we are deferring the same document. The third one I meant.
Every time deferring, why?
Mr. Speaker.
Please. Let us move.
No nonsense. Every time deferring. When are you going to discuss it?
Somebody wants to give a proceed. Yes?
When are you going to discuss it? You tell us.
Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We are working for Maracha. We are creating municipality for Maracha for job opportunity. Mr. Speaker, actually the item was deferred to the Committee of Finance And you could equal ask for the recommendation of the finance, which was to wait for the visibility study report, which the committee has just received in the council and is going back to discuss. We want that municipality, Mr. Speaker. The deck has actually hijacked the work of Committee of Finance. Thank you.
So when we say it should go back to you, it should go back to you.
We have the document now. We shall discuss and we shall give that to municipality. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other issue apart from number one? Any other issue apart from number one? Honorable members, can we be honorable?
You are dishonoring us.
Please. This issue is a very big issue. This issue of Ito is a very big issue. It's very important. But we must proceed well. We must give time.
You rule prematurely.
You
have interest. We know now.
Yes, people are giving their views, you are ruling.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I
You want to let people when people are not speaking their side.
But before I move to the next item, I have also read the Local Government Act. I have read rules of standard, rules of procedure. There is no rule that is said that actually limits the number of issues to be fact. If you are not there, you quote. Rather, if you are wrong, you quote. There's no, so long as you follow the rightful procedures, the council will always discuss. Even if it is deferred for 10 times, we just want to organize the report. That is all. We are not after, we're not, by the way, in the mind of some people, they already said that we are against it. No, that is for us.
That is it.
It is for us. Even it is for me. It is even very nearer to me. I'm one of the beneficiaries. But if you don't follow procedures, it will bounce back from Kampala. Must we be assembled from Kampala that people of Maracha do not know English interpretation? They know interpretation. That is why we are saying the matter must be. Now, I'm on issue number 3. The second issue, Mr. Speaker, it can go, because this is what the council actually wanted. Unanimously. So number 3, on the replacement of a member of the local government LLG Park, that after the resignation of Madam Adul Milka from the local government park, Public Accounts Committee, Mr. Angoli Jackson from the Town Council be appointed as a replacement. Two, I can't find the existing in the committee. One vacancy exists to represent the urban councils. Yes, Mr. Speaker, this name featured in the last council. I can remember, but the details about this person was not given. For me, I don't know him. I wanted to know him in details. But before I know him, I want to respond from legal government business. Is there any representation of female in LG Park? Do we have that? If not, what does the law say about the proposition? To me, we are now having all males. Do we have female in Park? I want to find out. If that is the case, if there is no female, we are again also going to throw away this. That is my position in line with the law. But if it is there, then we can go ahead and approve this.
Can we get the response whether there is a female representative? Secretary of Finance, is there female on the board?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Speaker. It is true that the name featured the last time. The man's details could not be given that time because they said America must resign first. That was why his name was not, his details were not given. Coming to whether we have females on the committee, yes, we have one in the name Zanguchia Jane. But if you go to the composition, just like for District Service Commission, I think the composition is 1/3. 1/3 mathematicians can calculate that and know whether bring out whether one person or one female is enough on the committee. Otherwise, there is already one female on the committee.
So, can you proceed now?
Yes, thank you. I want to thank the chairman for the reference. There's a female on board. There's no problem, but we needed to know more about our friend here, Mr. Jackson. We needed to know little details.
Information. Information. Work has guided that 1/3 of five members is in 2. Suppose we want point more than 25, so there's no half human being. So there's supposed to be 2, meaning the member is supposed to be female. Without wasting time, maybe we refer to urban authorities to get female. As simple as that.
Chairman, you're also confused. You said 1/3. I'm a mathematician. So I thought if it is 1/3. Plus 1 or minus 1, you will not clear. So, Chair, really, we needed to follow that guideline. It is not going to be okay when we really bring this person on board.
That's accepted.
Members, can you now finish number 2? Then we'll go. It's done.
Number 2.
It's done. Unanimously. Number 4. Unanimously. What about number 4? Is unanimous?
Yes.
Yeah, Mazia. That is
Our iron lady. Number 5 was the third.
This one was discussed.
Number 6.
Thank you.
Thank
you, the Right Honorable Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the non-payment of acting LC3 chairpersons, it is true. But what I want to say is, why can't the district give the difference of 35,000 between the 35,000 to the LC to these people compared to the ones the LC3s get, as they have been doing for the acting sub-county chiefs. Did you write to the Solicitor General first before giving these allowances to the acting sub-county chiefs? And now that we are about to finish this term, these people have been working without money, without anything. How long will it take for the Solicitor General to answer back, Mr. Speaker? Let's see humans as humans. The source is non-wage. That is my submission. Thank you.
Thank you. I want the Secretary of Finance to think that.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This particular matter has been disturbing us for quite a long time. You know, salary is different from allowance. These monies are drawn from different codes. Salary code is different from the code of paying extras and the code of paying allowances. We have looked into several options of trying to solve this problem. The first option was the very one my chairperson has brought on board. But the challenge is you cannot get that salary and convert it into allowance. Because that one has to go to somebody's account direct. From salary code to somebody's account. Option 2, we previously, these are now experiences. Previously, when we lost LC3 of whatever, the human resource and finance, they accessed the vice on payroll, and started getting salary, up to the level of getting gratuity. But problem again came. That was queried. That was queried by internal audit. And that query was again upheld by the IGG. IGG demanded that man should refund that money on the ground that he wasn't voted for the town, for the town council or sub-county, he was voted for the parish. He wasn't shown in as chairperson. So they wanted this money to be paid back. But the system paid deaf ears. Up to now, that chairperson has not refunded the money. When I consulted other local governments, they also did the same. Actually, up to now, they are doing the same. They have accessed their acting sub-county chiefs on pay. They are quietly paying them salary. But nobody has made an alarm. They are quietly paying salary. Maybe that will be queried in the future. But now our people are fearing because of our own problem. Because of our own problem of querying that and it becoming IGG matter. Otherwise, our neighboring districts are paying. They are paying salary to the acting chairpersons. They are paying salaries. They have accessed them on pay and they are paying salaries. But now, because of the other experience, they are now fearing. They are now fearing to principal human resource officer is now fearing to access these people on the pay. On the ground that should the same query arise, what will be his position? What will be his response? That is the issue. But when now you go to Local Government Act, actually our salaries, local government leaders, MC 1 to 5, the salaries are supposed to be paid by the councils using local revenue. The challenge here is local governments are not having that capacity to meet the salary obligations of local leaders. That is why central government has taken it up to pay that salary. If it were to be from a district where we have powerful local governments, powerful sub-counties, the sub-county chief will take it up with the technical team to budget that salary, difference of the salary for the acting sub-county chiefs. That is actually the ideal situation where query will not be needed. But this is a situation where we have handicapped local governments that cannot do that. So there are two options. Either local governments of Oleva, Tara, and now Obiba coming out of boldly and say, from our meager resources, local revenue, we can pay that difference. Or we can commit, we can risk accessing these people on pay and they are paid salary. We keep quiet over it. That's why the issue has come here.
Wanakao, your advice. Chairman, Secretary, point is taken.
We, Honorable Speaker, we explored this matter with the technical team, and we found, as the chairman is saying, illegal for us to effect payment. without the elections carried out. We discovered that IDG investigation in Maracha is so number. There are people who are in Maracha who are willing to provide information to IDG even when something has not yet been done. So we feel we do things right so that we pursue a career. We also pursue a career. So that's our fear now. So we are going to follow up. It is not late. We are going to write to the Solicitor General to advise us on the way forward. But of course, if it is given at the time when the officer will have left office, we still can provide options for paying to area.
Thank you. Yes, Honorable.
Thank you. You see in your home, when your child comes back from school and always does house chores, this guy is cooking the compound, washing the utensils, always at home, taking care of the siblings. As a parent, you feel very pleased. If again this child is going back to school, you make sure he doesn't miss her requirements because the child proves they work hard at home. This happens still here. I do not know this timing, this issue has been brought to us in the council. I think it has taken a period of time since these people came on board and since the time we lost those, may their souls rest in. The way you were also handling it, resolve it administratively. It has been brought to us, and I'm seeing those who can actually solve it administratively discussing it, which they would have done even without bringing here. I don't know what we should now do as council. What should we reason about it? Then the responsible people, should we share our arrears with them or what? You need to maybe tell us why, what you actually need from us. Why you brought it, that is your fear. Then looking at, I think I'm still on floor.
Let her finish.
Solicitor General process. I think we have been having issues that have been taken to Solicitor General and the duration it takes. We agree that with time, maybe they will give an advice. Sometimes the advice might not be positive, which can benefit these people. I think the Secretary of Finance, my expectation was, okay, we feel since this period of Solicitor General is taking long, we came as a committee to say we are using this to support these people because they really deserve it. I'm even surprised they have come to complain at this time. First month I'm already complaining, I'm suffering. And I think they are very patient people. We need to take high consideration for them, but tell us what you want us to do as council. Yes.
Thank you very much. Maybe come in. But I thought the cow said they are going to write, and if things are positive, they'll be paid in arrears.
Explanation on why the issue has come. Yes. Let me because Chairman will finish.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much.
This was very, very administrative.
Mr. Chairman, indeed, this is very administrative, bro. I want to believe that the chairman, the vice chairman, now the chairman for Tara sub-county is around. Mr. Chairman, when the position for LC3 chairperson Tara sub-county fell vacant, I was the first person who made an effort up to even swearing in the chairperson for Tara in the office of the chairman. I did everything to ensure that he is put on salary. To my dismay, this was not affected. The binding reason is that one of our previous chairs, then that one of Oleba, when that was affected, through ITG, they were directed to repay the fund, which fund was not even affected. Now the humble appeal is that there is a need to have a council resolution. The council resolution is the most binding document directing the cow to effect the payment. So that one will carry more weight than any of the officers moving forward to begin to implement this. This is one of the reasons why I want this to be brought to the attention of the council.
Thank you, thank you. I wanted to ask the cow, where is that wage bill of that person who left? Oh, that one who died. Are they still in pain? Are you paying somebody who has crossed to another? No. This is my question to the car.
Mr. Speaker, we have the annual budget for all activities in the course of the financial year, and this budget is available, except we need to be guided. The Solicitor General is the legal advisor to government. In the event that I'm not certain on what I'm doing, the law mandates me to write to him, to guide me. So I can't do something which I feel I am not very legally in place. So that's why I'm going to write. Actually, I've already drafted a letter, and I am going to present to him in the course of this week.
So, thank you. Members, it is now very clear. The executive is asking the council to back up with them so that the cow can write. The statement we're passing now is going to help the chief to write to the Solicitor General. Is that so?
Yeah.
Yes, you have not talked.
Yes,
However,
thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm one of the person who's the most affected because I lost my LC to the chairman. I'm giving you a live example. When the speaker went for induction at our town council, and then we raised the issue of the welfare of the LC to the chairman, the acting position. So what the speaker guided was that if we could budget something for him to move, it would be better. We as a council, our town council, we sat down, we tried to allocate some. We tried to increase his inland travel. We tried to increase his inland travel because I'm giving you live solution which is happening to me because I lost a chairman. That's what is happening. Number two, who said, since he was also a councillor, he's getting his ex gratia, no, his honoraria. It will help him, but he was comfortable. Now, my speaker, my request to you is, this issue is not only in Maracha. You find if a member of parliament, the office falls vacant, they organize election. But if LC5, they organize election. When it comes to no local government, a district councillor, no election. Even LC3 chairman, no election. No by election. My appeal is, if this issue could be pushed to Olga, so that they make a comprehensive report, they submit, they argue it comprehensively. Because if we argue in our Maracha way, by using the cow is from Maracha. But this problem affects the whole of Uganda. Why can't we push this issue to Olga, so that if Olga addresses it for the whole country? Mr. Speaker, here I beg.
Thank you. Information was that. Somebody is banning there.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I am very disappointed that we are discussing this issue when it has taken long enough. There are some of the issues that should have been done immediately. I want to recommend that after 3 months from the death of a person, why can you begin such a process? Because I am sure this issue we are discussing now may not even succeed. So my second recommendation is that let us look for honoraria. Let us pay these people out of honoraria. The source is the local government, rather local revenue. It will be very easier, other than struggling. Somebody says issues to do with the Solicitor General process. It will take long. Just like my colleague said, when a member of parliament dies, the issue is handled swiftly. LC5 swiftly. The members of parliament are not here. I expected them to be here. This could be one of the issues to discuss in the parliament. I attended the ULGA meeting in Soroti when I was the vice chairman. I presented in Soroti. This matter right now, when I was still raised, was it discussed and adopted by Ulga and Soroti? Has it affected? It does. We're just wasting time. So the best is let the members of parliament take it up. They are not here. Maybe, Mr. Speaker, you will inform them that the council gave them assignment to go and represent this information to the floor of parliament.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, thank you for giving me this opportunity to give information on this particular matter. The matter of by-election for lower local government and the ELCs. This matter, just as Honorable Bimbakwa said, this matter was resolved during Olga meeting. You know, Olga meeting, resolutions in Olga meeting goes to Ministry of Local Government. Then it goes to Cabinet. Cabinet to Parliament. But at Cabinet level, Minister of Local Government, this is what Minister was explaining to us. Minister of Local Government tried to present this issue in the Cabinet. Before it could reach to Parliament, Minister of Finance said the town going by the turnover rate of lower local government political leaders, and also the resource envelope for organizing elections. Minister of Finance advised that the country will not meet that. So the thing remained there at Cabinet, it hasn't go to Parliament. Maybe the only issue here is, just as you rightly said, maybe Parliament could start it from up there. It again filters downwards. Otherwise, Olga captured it well. It is stagnating at Cabinet before reaching Parliament. And then on the issue of Solicitor General, my dear brothers, we are just buying time. Solicitor General uses this same document for advising local government. I'm very sure Solicitor General will say, going by Local Government Act, chapter this, cap this, section this. They will quote the same thing here. That payment will not come in that way. I've liked Oliver. So I've liked Oliver. I wish our other local governments could emulate Oliver. And secondly, the clerk. I don't know whether clerk can be able to secure some money really to do that top up. I also don't know whether legally that is binding, legally that can happen. Otherwise, Solicitor General thing, I don't buy it so much. I know that's just buying time.
Thank you. We now leave it administrative. And we're also coming to budget very soon now. Next, can you explain about Ulga? Can our district join there? Tell us why we should join.
The other UAAU.
Number 7.
Number 7. Yes. You know, my dear councillor.
Number 7.
There is communication from UAAU. I don't know where I've put it. They have explained the whole thing there. They want to create trust fund for local government. Trust fund for local government. So for a particular local government to access, good enough the letter is being distributed here. You read it thoroughly, you will understand. For a local government to benefit from the trust fund, the local councils are required to approve to be a member or to approve membership to the trust fund. Once the local government has approved the membership, there is also some fee for joining the membership. Once you've become a member, you can now start benefiting from the trust fund. You know this is that originated the organization called VNG rather. VNG is saying they cannot target local governments one by one. They need to create a common basket and put their fund in there. It will now be local governments to borrow money from that fund, the trust fund. So it has really a lot of benefits, and it is really urgent. It will have, somebody will say, we should have been given the letter earlier to read and analyze before we, we talk about it. But it is a useful venture. It's a useful thing. If you can quickly read this letter, we say something about it because our Uluga is on 12. We will be able to get more insight from there. But it will be very, very beautiful to belong to that trust. You know how powerful that Netherlands government is. We're expecting that basket to be a little bit heavy. So it is incumbent upon us to internalize this and do the needful. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Member says you read that quickly. I will really ask you to okay that because it is useful to be a member of such organization. Let's proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I have read this document. I am not understanding the reason of the association where we are going to borrow loans. I don't understand. I want to request you that give us time. We have a special council ahead of us.
No, these people are going to sit on the 12th of next month.
Is that the end of registration?
They need it done.
They need it. Is that the end of their registration?
No.
Because I know this is something that is there for us. We can register at any time.
So you want more explanation?
Let us understand. Not the explanation now, but give us time to understand it. Maybe Car will give us more information.
Let the Car, who is the member,
let him convince us
give him more information.
Mr. Speaker, local governments are operating as business enterprises. And that's why we have adopted what we call LED, and LED is the local economic development. We have been advocating for Maracha to provide land so that we identify entrepreneurs to come and provide businesses within our district. But we have not been able to do that because we don't have enough land. Even the land is not enough for the local people. So we are saying if the opportunities, let us try to exploit, like this one here. Partners that are willing to give money and put on a bank account. The Olga is going to mobilize the partners to mobilize resources, where these resources will be borrowed by local governments who have committed themselves to be part of this association. So we shall not be part of this association unless we commit ourselves as council and resolve and you give a go-ahead to the office of the COW, the chairman, for us to agree and sign an agreement with Olga. So by the time we shall have agreed, it will be too late because other local governments have gone ahead and borrowed the money. Another government is declaring that they want to give a lot of money on the account of Olga. So I am appealing to this local government that let's be part of this association before it's too late, so that we can be able to borrow money for development purposes.
Thank you. Can you summarize now? Can you summarize?
I wanted to understand properly.
Yeah.
Because it's not good, the money in Uganda.
Proceed.
So, Mr. Speaker, when we were here during the Lomongin Joseph regime, he promised us that he was going to borrow money from the banks to create it, to construct it. I don't know how to describe it. Some decent houses to be built so that we will have revenue for the district. Actually, a way of generating, which the council actually okayed. We thought that was Christian enough because it was from that origin. The whole process will be okay. But we did not succeed. Now, today, our cow has convinced me. I want to, on my own, that this council can give go-ahead. We shall come to the usage aspect when we succeed.
Yes.
making and inclusiveness of the people. If we decide to ask questions and we discuss here, some people will think it is even for taking personal loan. A lot of us here have not even actually understood this document. Much as Kao has just said, it's a good initiative that we need to uphold and make sure that our district benefits from it. For us, we shall say, okay, that is the accounting officer, it is okay, our district can benefit from it. What if the journalists go and ask me out there, what was that? What did I say? And yet I am supposed to defend my district even in the public. This has to be a public domain. The fact that council has to approve it. So this is it. Me as Sarah really got it, yes, but how about other people? It's like someone needs this is how it's going to help the district can pick a loan, and how are we going to pay it? I think we have had such organizations, I don't know if it is an organization, that have come to us and educated us as council before we own such initiatives. Now that you have brought it to us and aware, those who can read English and understand in seconds will have to consent with it very easily. But those of us whose age have gone and they will need to know, ask questions. It is a good initiative, but I think after this we need to give civic education. The technical people might be the only ones to understand it, because maybe it came across their table one time. So I thank you people for bringing, but these ideas of growing on loan can also kill us.
Chairman and the Kao, when you go for your Ulga meeting, you should bring us more information. I was pointing at 12, then will come to you. You will wait. 1 minute each. 1 minute each.
Speaker, I think as said by my colleague, here is a document that we shall commit the people of Maracha. We are just representing them in committing this. But we need clarity. And there are no terms and conditions written here clearly that in case you find it hard, you can exit in this way. Because there are other things that the whites have ever brought to us, we sign and then later we petition and they say, you are taking us wrong. We don't want to go there. Knowing the foundation of Maracha being a poor district with a little income, in case we fail to pay such loans, how are they going to respond to us? We clearly need to understand these things. We must not hurry. As said by one of my colleagues, clearly that we are going to have a special council, whether with money or not, we need it. Why not to have that time after properly digesting this? We must not commit Maracha people for the sake of being present in that association. We better do without it. I hear comment.
Yes, Olema.
Yeah, thank you.
Honorable Olema.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Once you give examination papers to students in a class, and when you start, everybody looks around, definitely know that the paper may not really be good for the students. Therefore, when I received this copy, since it's the first time I've seen, but I started hearing of Olga and UAI some time back. And the question I'm asking myself is, how come that they are now advised to join when some of our executive members have ever been going to Olga meetings? And how will they be going for those meetings? Secondly, matches, whatever they have brought will look like a manner for us to get loan and for other activities. But do we have any relevant information of how much they have done for other places before we shall venture into this? Then the third issue is, now that we're going to pass our budget to them, again, if you see the other item there, if council is willing to join the trustee fund, should be ready to commit to pay subscription. And we are now that since our budget is already ready, unless the Kao also gives us more explanation how we are going to subscribe. Thank you.
Thank you. You got your chance. Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Speaker. My submission on this matter is that I remember one time Honorable Mbako notified this council that the Maracha district local government is supposed to pay his sub-county, which was supposed to be, I think, every financial year until the money gets done. And the women from Maracha Town Council here, they have also been demanding us. We have actually failed to pay all these debts. And again, if we go into this engagement, we shall also be borrowing. How sure are we that we shall be able to pay this money when we have actually failed to pay our local debts here? So one time my grandmother told me that if you had your sickness naturally, do not add more. Otherwise, you will die of very many sicknesses.
I have something to inquire, Mr. Speaker.
1 second.
Before I inquire, in your homes we plan organized family heads. They know that if you come and ask for money for sugar in the morning, I will not give, because that is poor planning. It already seems as Maracha people we want to live our lives on emergency. We already have 2 issues that have been brought on emergency. You live your life on emergency. You don't plan how you live your life. Even me, I know that you cannot come and say there's shop finished, then in the morning. You should have informed me that maybe in 2 days' time you will not have sugar in the house. You cannot get money every day. So as a family head, you'll be scratching within these 2 days. My inquiry is, I think we need to first give around 7 minutes for a very good explanation. We might ignore it and say we need time to understand it, we miss out. We miss out, and yet it's something very important. Who is benefiting from it? Is it the district or those particular members who attend? I think it might be very important. In the other, let's first take it rational. I like it, yes. I like it. I want us to have it. We might say we need time to discuss it, where we are missing on something good. Who is benefiting? At least some 5 minutes. Let someone explain very well. Give us a very brief explanation so that we move on. How much are we supposed to give? And who is this person you identified to be focal point person? What is our benefit? Some rough explanation. Let them first give us.
Members, there are 2 members of this Ulga association. The chairman, the cow, and the speaker. But I've never attended it once. Although I've not attended it once, but I see it an opportunity. Because those are big donors. People like the Swedes and others, they're paying us, the older persons, the sage. The sage is a lot of money from those people. So these people find it better to give us assistance through that association. But I thought it was really good for us to be a member. Yes, these are the authentic members. I'm not one. Let them explain.
Mr. Speaker, I'm not really...
Can you pay attention?
I'm not begging people to understand this. But if you look at page 2, I think what scares people is that word credit. If you look at page 2, also how the thing was introduced, borrowing. You know, the borrowing there, the word borrowing there scares people. There are several agencies, partners there. If you look at individual local government contributions, this is what we're talking of, the subscription. If you look at central government and the government agencies, this is what is ongoing. Our development, the money we are using here is from central government. It is just continuous thing. If you look at concessional credit, World Bank, African Development Bank, currently it has been the government of Uganda going for this so-called loans. Have you ever seen Uganda being dragged to another court for failing to pay? Have you ever seen? Have you ever seen? Much as the opposition is saying our debt burden has hit. How many trillions? Have you ever seen Uganda being taken to court? If now World Bank says, instead of giving money through the government, we want to identify with the local government and fund them direct, is that really bad? Is that bad really sincere? If you look at this part 4, if you look at part 4, donations from JICA. Who has not seen JICA? For how many years has JICA been in the country? Good enough for what JICA focal person has been here, the DCTO. How much has the country benefited from JICA? If you look at KFW, some of these donations are not paid back. All these mega water systems you see here, they are just donations. Okokoro is one. Even we are going to have Maracha Town Council over 5 billion in the next few months. We have had the Ovujo. KFW this is from German government. They are injecting a lot. The point here is these agencies now want to identify with the local government. They now want to identify with local government and work through local government directly than working with the government. They first get the money trickles down. You know, first of all, when the central government receives this money, do you know the percentage that goes first for operations? If these agencies are releasing like $100, 40% has to go for operations like this. When it comes to local governments now, you are sharing around 40%. They just want to overturn the dynamics of funding government. That is the explanation. But if the Maracha local government says they should stay behind it, nobody is going to force you to join. Nobody is going to force you. Because it's like the word credit, the word borrowing loan there is already scared us. But a number of local governments have already registered. I've attended several meetings in line with this. And the people know the benefit of this. But Maracha was not going to be dragged by force. Let those who can register. You know, some of us like Thomas, you want to first touch you want to touch the wound before you can believe that Jesus was pierced. So it is okay. Let's first wait to see other local government benefiting, then we come in. There's no problem with that.
Still on the flood.
Can you now, are you now convinced?
Yes. Now, this last explanation is okay. Anyone who paid attention can get it, but Chairman, we are not asking you to beg us. We want to know. Then, knowing is very important. If we had not requested that for this time, no other person could know it. Now, members, I consent to us going there. Meanwhile, in the subsequent times, we need to also get feedback of how we are progressing with it.
Are you okay?
I'm now okay, Maracha can join.
Thank you. Yes. You will finish. I saw my father's sub-county engineer. I saw you are going to finish after this. Proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me the opportunity. My name is Antonio Kennedy. We are not opposing this let me say, innovation. It's actually good innovation.
Can we pay attention?
But our worry here is there's a route for entrance, but there's no route for exit. This is our worry. Not that we object, we know it is a good project. Something which is like this, there should have been something where if you enter, if you don't see it well, you come back. But this is the only challenge, but we agree that let there be something to notify us that there should be anything which, if it is not okay, we can be able to withdraw ourselves. I think documentation should have been attached, but we request any notification to be put to people who can do that. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, Mungfen Christian, representing Dominic. Yes.
You're welcome back.
Thank you very much. I just want to support this motion to say that the Maracha district as a local government join the UNO, I could say to UNO, because once maybe you don't know elsewhere, but that is a group we are going to join to have our volume or our voice to be heard. Really, in Uganda or in the world, for you to sit with a group where people can help you or anything tangible, constructive can come. I just wake up to second this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Last.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Councillor representing Council. I've stood up here to support this idea. I have understood this very well. I even know government of Uganda operates on it. Laws. Now, as the chairman said, when this thing is to be brought closer to us, why must we say we should not go for it? I, for one, support this idea, but the challenge is we should not work on cross program. Let us do things the right time. Thank you.
Thank you. I thought I said it was the last. Yes, finish.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The last.
I know before I second, I know this is a law. When you we are going to get loans, not like that. Donation, don't payment.
Loans are refunded, but donations are free. There are so many other things. You accept? Thank you. Members, number 1, is there anything? Rather, number 8, is there anything? Number 8? Number 8, yes?
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. Once again, members of county, I just want to know in this area, the latrine plan for SMI P7, financial year 2025/26, be relocated to Tubiri. Mr. Speaker, the issue of latrine being collapsed on the students or on pupils, it is an emergency. I really consider that. But I want really something planned and then relocate because of emergency. Can't you have that emergency fund? This question goes to the committee responsible. Thank you.
This can be answered very soon. We're coming to that. Are you still on number 8?
Thank you, Speaker. I know it is an emergency. Then the latrine plan for SMI has been located according to the documentation here. What I wanted to know is it in the replacement?
Lead of government business, you will answer the question. Yes?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's as if our concerns seem to be the same. When you see this issue of relocation, it is a common practice here, where projects are located and they are reallocated without replacement. If I am not mistaken, this is the 3rd project. All of latrines being relocated from Greater Kijomoro. The first one was Alive Primary. It was because of emergency in Yivu, where the latrine was relocated. We allowed it. Then secondly, there was again a VIP latrine for Kijomoro Health Center 3. Although they said there's going to be replacement, whether the source of funding was there, it was not also clear. Now this is the 3rd one. All these have been without replacement. Speaker, now my disappointment is...
Your prayer?
It is my disappointment, not prayer. I'm disappointed because it is as if they just bring in the names of these schools with the intention that in case of any emergency, they can easily be moved to another school. I'm not saying this in bad faith, Speaker. I'm actually crying. Because if you go to these schools, if you look at the state of latrines in these schools, it is also appalling. Take like Alif Primary is a center for very many district activities. But when you see the latrine there, up to now, there has been no replacement. I don't know whether this council minds of other places. Speaker,
Thank you. Secretary, you ready to answer? Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, in a hospital, when a patient is brought in critical condition, the doctors normally rush to help such a patient, and they leave the others who are in fear condition. Mr. Speaker, the shame of hiding outside defecating, girls don't overcome it. Girls, particularly women. Even bathing in the river, women cannot, but boys can. So therefore, we are limited by funds, Mr. Speaker. We are limited by funds. It's not that we don't like other schools in Maracha. We like all the schools in Maracha. But when I'm able to work, and this one's not working for sure, let us see it with double eyes.
Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, that's my submission.
Ideally, secretaries are supposed to support their statements. But I want to hear from those outside. Let us hear from the ordinary councillors. This is your document.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you should have supported it. So let us hear from those who are. Yes? No, town council. Town council. Town council.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to thank you for having taken my stand to have my presentation. I think taking 2 billion to go and do something that is good, if you take the old schools in Maracha and the latrines in Maracha district, now if you come to Primary, you may find that when it is time for break time like that, if you guys want to go for latrine or circle like that, you will see them making lines. And even at class hours, you will still see them making lines to go to latrines, whereby you will find that my stand is, after here, primary latrines for girls should be taken. We are in Jubilee, right? But this is the last time for us to discuss this one in this council. So I'm requesting that after Jubilee, primary latrine should also be taken. So, Mr.
This is a very simple issue. It's not very contentious.
Let me clarify.
Let me hear from people who are not from Chubiri, those who are down here. Let me give us advice. Yes. Adira.
Yeah, thank you. I want to say that the land that has been for Semai, really, they were in need. But for Chubiri, the toilet, Chubiri, the toilet has actually collapsed. Totally, it has collapsed. And to handle that bigger population in one place minus a toilet, difficulty is really very hard.
Point of information.
Yes,
Information?
Mr. Speaker, I think I was clear. My complaint here is not that we should not take this project to Chubiri. My concern is there a plan for replacement? Because 3 projects have been reallocated without replacement. That is my concern.
Thank you. Information. Allow me to inform them, Mr. Speaker, to bring this debate down. Mr. Speaker, and the August House, I finished my business last night up to 8:30 p.m. because I went to all these schools that have been mentioned here. This is state of emergency. We have not even made a pronouncement that there's going to be project taken to semi. This remained at committee level, which we are going to approve. Why we have brought this is because we don't want to go into too much debate as we're going to scrutinize the budget. For this financial year, we already had a semi in plan to this coming financial year to allocate in our budget to be given these lateral instances. Chubiri was not in the list. Chubiri was not in the list. But now, after getting this state of emergency, that we only have 2, by the way, for information, 2 stances of Latin in Chubiri. One is for girls, then the other one is for boys. That only one for girls collapsed. That means if you are taking decision that we don't allocate this for Chubiri, the school is going to close as soon as possible. When I went to Isemai last night, I arrived there at 7 p.m. when I was in Isemai Primary School. When I was there, I have photos here. If you want, you give me 2 minutes, I print, I circulate in this house. When I went there, I've got 3 stances of latrine in Isemai. One allocated for girls, and then the other one allocated for boys. There's still one in the middle, but the challenge with that is when there's heavy rain, there's what that comes from down, and then it comes, you know, at the surface. That disturbs now its usage. For now, the SMI still has those 2 which can be comfortably used. But this one of Chubiri is state of emergency. That's why we're taking this one there. You are aware we always have allocations based on priority, and I want to mention now whether I was there or not there. Clark, you captured it very well. Let SMI be the first priority for the coming financial year for this Latin. While we are aware about the Latin which was relocated in a level. But as a committee, the conditions of the buildings there, the classrooms, are not also good. We are thinking of whether to take Latin or the renovation classroom. Latin can be around 20-something million. And then if you are taking classroom, this will not be less than 80 million. And let the area councillors choose whether they want a Latin or withdraw the renovation. We can take them Latin, part of the money can be allocated elsewhere. But for Latin elsewhere, let the honorable members from there give us this information. Otherwise, the replacement of that one of Walivu is still in our mind. The committee is aware. At an appropriate time, when we realize fines, we shall still take Latin to Alivu. We know that is a very big center. We are always Kijomano Health Center. You relax. It's already replaced. We are working, Mr. Speaker.
Members, this was actually a budget issue, which was uploaded earlier. But I think with that explanation, we shall nail it when we come to budget. Yes, advice?
Yes, Mr. Speaker, I want to say this. When you don't travel a lot, when you don't move out a lot, you always think what is prepared at your home is the best. You think your mother is the best. For how long shall we be addressing emergencies in this manner? Supposing we had nothing on table, what will have happened? We have district disaster management committee, but the committee operates on zero budget. Committee operates on zero budget. We are lucky that there is some money for SMI that we are trying to move there. Supposing there was nothing completely, it collapsed along the way. Supposing there was nothing completely. This calls for vigilance. Why I said if you don't move, you will say your mother is the best cook. You go to other parts of the country, this kind of disaster is just managed there because they have raised the funds at the district, at the school, collected by the parents. When shall our parents be empowered? When shall our parents be empowered? In Maracha, you propose something, it is over-politicized. You are burdening the parents, you are doing this and that. When it's just in a rural city here, people are paying over 100,000. PTA allowance over 100,000. But in Maracha, you charge 1,000, it is politicized. Don't pay. Government is able. They are going to eat this money. People, if we continue in this way, time will come, we shall crash.
Thank you.
We shall crash. Schools will be closed. Let's encourage parents to participate in the development of our schools, in the promotion of education. If we continue the way we are moving, time is not far. Several schools will collapse. We shall not hesitate to tell health, you close them. We shall not hesitate to say, let's not spoon feed everything. Let's allow parents to contribute for this kind of emergency.
Thank you. Thank you.
My take.
I thought we are now satisfied. We are now satisfied. And after I said this was a budget issue which we are coming to deal with. Even this number 9 is a budget issue. Can we go to number 10? Yes, Secretary.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm actually annoyed for you. No, I'm going to speak. I'm going to speak. You have already given me this opportunity. You cannot now withdraw that. So let me speak what is in my heart.
Please.
As I said, I'm disappointed in you. I started standing up since you are picking the same people. I don't know why I'm not catching your eyes. So I want to speak about this issue of latrine of SMI. I know you have that negative thinking about me that I'm from a whistle, I will maybe contradict something there, but I know this council of ours, this currently, they are very objective council. I want to agree, my people of Wizuru are here. There was a time we have issues with one of our primary schools. That was Koi Primary School. Talia, I mean, Talia. That was Talia Primary School. It was also emergency like this. But this current council agreed and they took the renovation to Talia Primary School. So I was going to tell my colleagues that this council is very objective. Me, I'm not going to deny taking the latrine to Chubiri. Let them take, but replacement must be there. It is a must that it should be taken to SMI Primary School. I'm aware that the SMI has fairer condition than these two, Chubiri and also Koi. Koi is badly off also. Koi and the Chubiri, they really need that latrine. So I'm repeating myself that I know this is our last budget in our town. What? I'm very right. This is the last one, but we should make sure that this replacement should be taken. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Honorable Secretary, this is your document. Yes. You are the one to defend.
I want to clear the house that I agree with whatever they are going to take here. Thank you.
Yeah, it was you to tell them there must be replacement when you were discussing this. So, thank you very much. I would say number 9 is actually the budget issue, some conflict there. But there was this number 10, just okay whether the radio should be there or not. Otherwise, food is getting cold. The last one, I'm going to last one, number 10. Yes,
thank you, Speaker. I think this has been something that, as the people of Maracha have been waiting for. As a local government, we have no funds to have such, and it is also revenue source.
Can we listen?
It is a source of local revenue, source of employment, and information dissemination. Yes. And we are warmly welcoming such, and if there are more, we need them more. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker.
You for mail.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Yeah, we accepted the radio station which needs to be built here. Mr. Speaker, why some of the challenges we are facing is just we are passing information to the community. Yes. That's because we don't have any access to radios. And the radio stations in the cities are always on high demand from the different districts of the Western Island. Mr. Speaker, what I wanted to get clearance from is, yes, I know this is a donation from the Muslim community for the entire population. And where is this radio station going to be built? And then have we secured the land? Is it ready? Who has offered for us the land? Because I know we have challenges of land. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, thank you. First of all, I want to applaud the few who have already talked for accepting this. The gist of the matter is like this. A few days ago, I received the 5 county caddies from Maracha in my office expressing this. You know, Turkey, there's this organization from Turkey that has been supporting the Muslim community so much. That's why you are seeing very wonderful mosques being built, some boreholes being drilled, cows being distributed during big days, all courtesy of that organization of Turkey. So they proposed to Turkey, of course they have built one in Yumbe. So our caddies approached them to have one here in Maracha. When they approached them, they said, fine, for us we are ready, we have the funds, but you first go to your authorities to see if they can accept us to come in. That's why they came to us, and the other issue they put to them is actually the location. For the issue of location, they have proposed either around their mosque, which is going to be headquarters for Maracha Muslim district, or on the hill there. Late Oba son, who is the Giso, has accepted to give them land there also on the hill, free of charge, land up there. So if we can just say, okay, if we can give them the blessing, actually they are coming for assessment on the 14th. Is it 14th? They are coming to conduct assessment of the land and meeting the leaders here on the 2nd June. Yeah, just next week. Now have to start the process of applying to UCC. Because the government, central government, okay, the final blessing is done by the central government. They will now start the process of acquiring the license from UCC. After acquiring the license, finally, the facility will be in our district. That is what I can say. There is no fear with the land. There is no fear with the funding. What they need from us is just cooperation and embracing the project. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Last. My last getting finished.
I am very happy for this because the young people are going to be employed in it. Previously, even I will also have maybe an opportunity to work there. We have our young journalists of our land who are working somewhere else. We started our Nzenze FM here in Olufe. The people of Olufe have not told us where it has been relocated from thin air the Zenze FM died because we do not want all these things and impress it. By now, we would be having the second radio station if we had impressed the Zenze FM of Olufe. The house has been sent into a circle bank. I think something of that kind. Now that we are getting another initiative, journalists, people, youth, older persons, taken for people, can we be positive? Let's be positive.
Thank you.
Something maybe once didn't work, and then we look at the other one. It's even in my initiative, some of you are saying, now the other one never worked. How possible is this? Which is very wrong, you are listening to me. So can we try to think positively to ensure that if something fails, why can't we get together and say that this one must not fall in our hands? This one must work. We shall only do this by when they come and we say, we thank you for this initiative. We can give you the little effort, maybe by working, even if they ask you to go and pick bricks and take. Go! These people might come, then they will say, you don't know these people of Maracha. Ha, you're joking. So Maracha people, can we be positive? Can we not drop negativity and we come together to make things better for us? Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
I'm just responding to her question. Responding
Just
because
enough.
she asked the question.
Any contra review?
No.
Let me have the second
Yeah, the last
session.
one. The last one.
Yes. Let me have the second session. I think we have appreciated that Radio FM in the Maracha district, which is of course in Maracha Town Council. I want to inform the other house that if more projects are supposed to come, our people are willing to accept this, and like municipality which is going to come, since the Maracha Town Council is the heart of the district, it can also come here. I just stand up to say
So you want to eat that?
Thank you. Clap.
We're going for lunch.
The last item connected with that.
Having discussed, we are moving to item 5C, motion seeking to adopt District Executive Committee report as council resolution.
Motion seeking to adopt those agreed recommendations to our resolution. Motion.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, sir, before you move a motion, I want to seek your intelligence when we shall be having the next special sitting council. Issues that were deferred, this will be one of the issues that will surface in the special council. Having said this, Mr. Speaker, I want to move a motion to adopt the council resolution that we have deliberated on as the issues that we must implement.
Thank you.
Motion seconded.
Secretary. We have not got Thank you very much. Members, we adjourn for lunch for 30 minutes. There is a lunch, a lot of food, we shall eat and leave there. Just go in peace. Thank you. I just on my fraction lead, I'm inviting the RDCs to lead, and then followed by the chairman to fight. Prayers? Yes.
Let us pray.
Thank you.
God, we thank you for that food. We are going to take blessing in Jesus' name.
let's see.